All right, for this video, I'm going to demonstrate the seated good morning. And this is a weighted move that's meant to increase mobility around the hips and strengthen through the lower third of the back. So you find a seat where basically you can sit this so that your legs are a little bit sloped down from parallel. So my knees are lower than my hips here. Ankles forward in the knees. Knees are wide, and just press into the feet. Be sure you're grounded and just sit at the edge of your seat. And the whole thing is to basically keep the engagement through your midsection. So you want to hold the arch in your low back all the way through the movement. You're going toward halfway down. And so this isn't about lowering as much as possible here and going into a deep fold. You're going to have this weighted the whole time. You need to stay braced. You need to keep your low back pressed forward. So only go so far as you can maintain that and then bring yourself back up to vertical. So without weight, I'm just going to keep my hands in front of my chest, hinge forward, and then hinge back up without losing the arch. And again, you're just taking it back and forth like this. Now, using some weight, what you want to find is the lowest amount of weight that allows you to feel a stretch as you're bringing this forward. And you're bringing your torso down toward touching your inner thighs. So I've got about, this is about 12 pounds, 12 and a half pounds on each side. And again, keep the arch in your spine, hold the weights and just keep them off the floor. And just bring yourself forward with that hinge. And then hinge it back upright. And just take it back and forth and keep the bracing of your midsection under control. Pressing your feet, just take it back and forth. You're definitely going to feel tension through your low back as you move with this. And the idea here is to start with low weight and high repetitions to build up that strength and build up the mobility in the joints. So basically what you do here is you set a timer for 5 minutes and you're trying to perform 40 of these hinges with that engagement the whole time. Okay, so if you get tired, you can slow the pace down. You can always set the dumbbells down at some point. And if you can't complete the 40 repetitions, then do it the next time with less weight and you can adjust that way. But be sure you can actually keep the low back pressed forward as you're moving. If you lose the form and you're just trying to go heavy for the sake of going heavy, you're very likely to just sort of lose your progress and injure yourself and pull something. You can throw out your back. You can go a little bit too deep into the hips. So let this be gradual. It will increase over time, keep in mind. But work this as best you can and really just pay attention to that arch as you bring it forward and back. And that will allow for a much deeper forward fold and much more strength from that more extreme position. That's actually very hard to maintain if you haven't actually trained it before. But yeah, hope this helps. Thank you.